Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. The short completion of the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Caught quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows some accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
He's got it right near the end zone. When you stop him just short, the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
They go with a direct snap. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move. Trying to move. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Reeves. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring out third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And here's the handoff. Just trucks the man. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff heading left. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout when they check it out. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, how about the safety here, just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it. And
they tack on the extra point. kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner choosing to field this one. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throws it to the right. And he's got his man open downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. It's caught. A quick shovel pass there. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back. Grab made by the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll ride the back again here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Game moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Here's that defense shifting again. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance. Try to get that touchdown.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here, and the junior able to get home with the sack. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He's swarmed by the defense. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Dropping back, it's Reeves. Here's the throw deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Direct snap to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. To the air, it's Reeves. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal upcoming. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will be a return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure is coming. And the fourth down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. And here's the return.
Return brings it out to the 35. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over. First and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They go with a direct snap. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop it.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So now it's third and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Try and muscle for the first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.